What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. My,
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these pants on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to stop. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Get me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Hello, people. Hello. We are back. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all know who I am. I am LTeddy27, and I am here with another exclusive interview. I have two more people from the Real Life Reality page, and today we're going to be interviewing two wonderful ladies from this show, Real Life Bama. Now, one of them we know. We done interviewed her a few times. She on all the shows. So I'm going to bring her up first. The girl who gets along with everybody like her. We even talk about Kwanzaa in the beginning of the intro because we love her. But they was pulling out her titties on that episode. They was pulling out her titties. Anyway, my girl, we starting off with Kwanzaa. Hey, Kwanzaa.
Hey, honey.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
And after Kwanzaa, now we got the girl. Now this, we do a Real Life in Bama, and this is her show. Let her tell it, baby. She is the gatekeeper. She's in charge of the girls on this show. And we going to let her tell her side of the story. The people got a whole lot to say about what she be doing. So now we going to hear from the queen herself. We have none other than Ma'Niyia Adams Dove. How are you?
Hello.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Fine. How are you?
I think I'm doing okay. I could have another drink, but We'll hold off on that to the end of the show.
Yeah, because one needs you to get too drunk. You might just,
Hmm. You know
Yeah.
me.
Hmm.
Kwanzaa, let me start with you, Kwanzaa. What is it like being on Real Life Bama as opposed to Real Life Philanthropy and some of the other shows you were on in Atlanta? What's
It's pretty much the same to me. It's
except you ain't
just
got
here
spot.
at home, I'm more open. You all can see more of me with the party life and being inebriated and enjoying and having a good time because basically it's still the same. It's like I'm just at home.
Okay. Manaya, if you
Yeah,
had to pick one or the other, season one or season two, which one do you prefer?
season two.
You prefer season two to season one. Why?
Um, because of the look, the aesthetic. I think that everybody looks great. Nobody's showing up looking like a crackhead or anything like that.
Well,
So,
who looked like a crackhead before?
well, you have to go back and watch and let me know what you think. But everybody looks great. Nobody looks like they, even if you are struggling, when you show up, you don't look like it. So I like that about this cast.
Okay. Now it's a lot of stuff that happens that Greg or production, I should say, edits out. And so we get one vantage point, and whenever I interview everybody, they always say it's a lot of stuff y'all ain't see. And so some of the reactions that y'all have is different from our reaction because y'all don't see everything. So I always like to have these interviews and get down to the nitty gritty. Kwanzaa, is it harder to deal with this cast or to deal with the some of your other casts?
Well, it's never hard for me with nobody because, like I said, I get along with everybody. If you can't catch my vibe, or if you can't grasp to me, it's something wrong with the other person.
Mm. Well, which cast is what's the most lively cast you've been on so far? And you don't been on a lot of shows.
Now, don't try to say I'm old and just be getting
No, I'm
switched
not
around
saying
and
you
thrown
old, but
around.
I think you was on what season one of Philanthropy,
It's season one, two, three.
one, two, and three.
I think. Did we go to four?
We did go to four. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
don't
on
try
all
to
of
act
them.
like you ain't been here a long time.
Wow, OG.
You're an OG for
Uh
real.
huh.
OG,
Okay.
OG.
OG, OG.
Mm.
Well, I think this one and why I mean real life Alabama. Why I say that because like I stated earlier and said that I'm more at home. Like I can be me. I don't have to drink and drive, and I can turn up party and do all that.
Look at production. Look at this. Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. Uh, before you got on Real Life Bama, did you watch the shows on Real Life Reality, Manai? Manai, did you watch any of the shows on
Oh,
Real Life
me?
Reality before you got on Real Life Bama?
Um, Before I got on Real Life Bama, no, because I didn't know about them.
Mm, okay. 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 Give me. I know Kwanzaa. My people know Kwanzaa. Give me your details, Manaya. Tell me about Well, I know they say a woman never tells her age, but if you want age, what you do for a living, are you single? Are you dating? What you got going on? Give us a quick update on who you are and what you have going on.
Okay, well, um, of course, I'm 38. I reside here in Tuscaloosa. I'm a native of Tuscaloosa. Um, I am, of course, married. Um,
How long you been married?
I've been married. We just celebrated 2 years.
Come on now.
Yes. So,
Congratulations.
and my occupation, I'm in hospitality. And I'm a night auditor.
Okay. Well, we know what you do, Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, when you got a barber up in that spot?
Ain't no barber up in there, baby.
You need a barber.
I'm the barber.
Oh boy. You know,
You know.
sometimes the ladies like to get the shortcut.
Mm. Well, baby, they're gonna have to find them a new place.
You need to get a barber up in there. I'm just saying.
But you know,
I
you
might
can't.
come
You
through.
you cannot mix them for real. Both of them can't be on the floor. They had to be in separate rooms. And I have an open floor
Why the barber got to be in a separate room?
because of the hair. Like you doing hair, hair already flying and all that different stuff. And then some guys, got lice and stuff in their head.
Hmm.
It's just a
Some women
sanitation.
got
It's
lights
just a
in their head.
sanitation. No, it's just a sanitation thing for real.
Oh, okay. Um, Manaya, I saw on the show that you um do some community service and different things within the community. How often do you do that, and do you do a lot of that?
I try to do it as much as possible or just when I'm moved to do so. Um we don't have a whole lot of big homeless population here. There are things that I wish I could do that basically you just can't, you really can't do it because like I said, it's not like Atlanta or other places where you just see people or they have places where homeless people be. The homeless people here or whatever, they're just scattered all over the place. So but that's my passion to try to help the homeless people, um not people who already have roofs and food and at home. But yeah, so I try to do it whenever I'm moved to do so.
Now, Kwanzaa, you in Birmingham, right? Not Tuscaloosa, right, Kwanzaa?
No, I'm in
You're
Tuscaloosa.
in Tuscaloosa too. Is
Hmm.
there a large trans population in Tuscaloosa, or do everybody know everybody?
I don't know. Because I can't say I'm not. I just stays in Tuscaloosa. I'm put it like that. I'm originally not from Tuscaloosa, so I just live here, and I really don't know because I wasn't that going out girl back
Hmm.
then when we used to go to Icon and all that good stuff to know girls. But I know of girls, but I just don't, know girls. So I can't
Thank.
say if it big or not. But we have quite a few. We have quite a few.
Yeah,
Now
it
you
is.
probably know
It,
Mania better since you born and raised in Tuscaloosa. Is it a large trans
it
population
is.
there?
Um, It is, but here it's just like tricky, I can count about maybe 8 girls on my hand who I know. But sometimes, I'm surprised. Sometimes I'm out and I see trans women that I never saw before. This is a college town, and things have opened up. There are trans girls going to the UA, going to other colleges here. So I think it is, but by this not being a big popular place for a gay scene or whatever, um, they don't just come out. It's nowhere for them to hang out at. So, probably everybody just stick to themselves or go to Birmingham or somewhere like that.
Do y'all have a club in Tuscaloosa, or everybody go over to Birmingham?
We do have a club. We do have.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember back in my college days, I went to college in Tallahassee, and we only had one club. It was Sunday night. That was our only night, and it was
Cause they
we.
said you was in there every Sunday.
I was sure was, but here's the deal. I wasn't like out back then, and
Hmm.
I was like pledging fraternities, and I was in the band, and so I had like a lot to lose. So
Hmm.
during those days, I'm an older girl. People wasn't as out back then. Back in my day. So,
Hmm.
um, when we would literally like leave the club, right, and whoever was driving, I would just tell them, "Let me hold your keys." And whenever the club let out, I didn't stay out for the let out. I would immediately just rush right to somebody's car, try to hide my face, make sure no, because the club was like in the middle of downtown. So it was like not a lot of places to hide. So I would literally, club would close at 2. I would say, let me get your keys. I would get their keys and just rush to the car and just sit in the car until everybody else came, until they got through with the let out, because I didn't know who was gonna ride by. They'd be like, "Oh, we saw you." I had too much going on. Mm-mm.
You had to get at the scene.
Nah. If they would have came in the
Was
club,
it
they
a
would have
hard
saw me.
thing for you to try to hide?
It was because especially like being in a band. In the band, a lot of the guys that was gay, they were on like the flag squad. Because I was
Mhm.
in the March of 100 at FAMU. So a lot of the guys that was gay, they was on the flags. And so they had a thing like, because they was real out and flamboyant, but their thing was when you came on the field, you better talk to them or at least say hi. Because if you don't say hi to them or act like you don't know them, then they was gonna try to embarrass you and spill
Mhm.
your tea. So what I would do is I would always come to practice early, and they would be at practice early, practicing and stuff. So I would go to practice early, and I would say hi to them like before a whole lot of people came. I'd be like, "Hey," I go over there and say hi to everybody, and then I would go, and so that would, take care of that. But I done seen them embarrass some of the boys that they had done ran through and tried
Mhm.
to act up on them, and they called them out on the field. Baby, listen, I done synced it.
Ooh, so it was hard for you.
It was hard.
You had to do a lot. Show early. Good. I'm gonna be halfway late.
Child. It was a lot. It was just a different time back then. You're talking late 90s, early 2000s. So you're talking about a time period when the world wasn't just as inviting as it is now. You ain't have social media, you ain't have no smartphones, you ain't have no shows with no black gay people on there. So all you really had was the older people in the club, like the elders in the club would teach you all of the things that you needed to know,
Hmm.
and you depended on them. You really did.
Yeah.
So, which leads me to my next question, Ma'Niyia. Let's get right down to it. Let's start with the first one. Talk to me about you and Chastity.
What about us?
Hmm. You had you had a whole thing with Chastity when you had the big blow up. Why did you blow up on Chastity? Because I'm gonna tell you from my end. From my end, it looked like, now why is she bothering this girl? Now, you know who I put the blame on? Production. I
Mm-hmm.
blame production.
Uh-huh.
You know why I blame production?
Why?
Because I feel like if I'm a cast member, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I go to production and I tell production something, I may be telling production something in confidence. I don't expect production to go and tell everybody what I said. Now, if I said
Well,
it to
this
another
ain't the way
cast
that
member,
look, this ain't the way that production
I
work.
exactly, because the production is another cast member. They be on the screen as much as everybody else. But to me, if you said to another cast member, baby, it's all fair game. You shouldn't have told them that. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm talking to production, or even if you said it in a green screen, maybe. But if that's just a conversation you and production was having, maybe production called you, say, "Hey, how you doing? Everything good? With you today after filming," and you say something to them in confidence, and now they don't went and told somebody. Now it's like a big blow up, and you looking like, now wait a fucking minute. How the hell I'm over here getting cussed out? Ma'Niyia done went off on the girl. She done got cussed out. She over here crying. You cussing her out all the way to the parking lot, back from the parking lot, on the sidewalk. To cuss that woman out from A to Z, backwards and forward, all because of the seed that was planted that probably shouldn't have never been there. That's why I say it it was done, I think, with the point of trying to get the moment, and the moment was gotten. You don't feel that way?
Maybe so, but I feel like first of all, people. need to do research. Whenever cause you know, but when I first got on this platform, production called me and was, asking if I knew of anyone. A lot of people since season one, they didn't even watch the show. They don't even know. They just want the hype. They want the clout. So they don't even know production. They don't even know how production get down. They don't know, and so they come into it. I guess I maybe blindly, but I have saw how production work. I would never say nothing that I am not prepared to
To say to
repeat.
somebody else.
And it's so not only that, I feel like, and what infuriated me so, um, this right here, when we get together, you building a friend circle because you don't know some of these people, or you may have saw them but never hung out with them. So you building a friendship. And for me, when I'm building friendships, if I have a problem with a person, or I feel that they're doing something that's irritating me, I'm gonna go to that individual and I'm gonna say, Kwanzaa, I love your vibe. I want to really get to know you and hang out with you. But hey, look, you talk a little too loud for me. You be in my ear. You over talk me. And so that's where my blow up thing came from. I didn't even really care about production telling me what she said, but it was like, and it wasn't the first time, and I hate a person who will say, like they told production it was a problem, but then when you address it, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Then why are you talking about it? Why are you bring? So it was a lot of silly stuff that just didn't make no sense to me at 38. I'm not in high school. I don't got time for that. Either we gonna be friends or we not. It's simple.
Kwanzaa, how did you feel about that blow up?
I mean, I was a part of the blow up too, as well, because I was talking out and doing what I had to do, and I just said what I had to say, and I'm just gonna say what I got to say, and I'm gonna leave it alone because it take a lot to get to me, for one. And if you take all that time to get to me, you deserve an ad whooping when the time to come.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Let me ask this. Can we acknowledge, and I say this because coming from education world, dealing with students of all personalities and sizes, I often say to students sometimes, and I think adults are even worse about it. I said sometimes we have to understand that when we get into a place with a bunch of people, everybody is different.
Right?
And what may piss me off about a person, no, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be right next to somebody that's doing the exact thing that grinds my gears and pisses me off. And I said, and I try to teach students when they're growing up, I said, what the adult is supposed to do, and that you're supposed to learn coming in is, how do I work through the fact that I want to punch this heifer in the face, but still keep my cool and just go and try to keep it professional. And so that was my thing because I understand what you're saying, Ma'Niyia, where you say, listen, I don't like all of this talking over me or talking around me. Baby, just talk to me and tell me exactly what you want to say. But some people are more, some people don't work like that. They just don't. And so my question is, do you think you would have reacted differently if she had just come out and say, well, listen, you too loud?
Where if she said it like that, we would have had a problem. But
See, that's what I'm saying.
if she had
But
said,
but think about this,
Ma'Niyia,
Ma'Niyia.
you came to me in private and just, girl, I think that you need to, watch your volume, or you just a little too loud. I think I could have received it better than the way that it came. And like I said, now, if it had a came that way and it was the first time something had came up, then yeah. But this is a person who, the first time that we sat down, the first time that the camera got on you, from my knowledge, you had a problem with another girl. How she was verbing what she had to say. You know, you can't come in on season one when you ain't even laid the first brick and get the policing how people who've already been on the scene do things. You know, so I think it's also a seniority thing. You know,
And
you
you
can't, you
gotta
just
haze
got to do
you
some
hazing
work
people now.
before you can get there and get to running your mouth and giving people your judgment.
So they got to be put in some time before they can run their mouth. Now I'm gonna say this to you, but not to you too, Kwanzaa. My thing is, you see how you said that, okay, if she would have came at me that way, it would have still went sideways. But you kind of came at her hard. And my thing is, why couldn't you say, hey baby, let me talk to you on the side around the
Because
corner?
it was the third time. And see, I'm a
I think
trans
the
woman,
first
so
time you would
I've
have did
been
the same
around.
way. Madiah, you know, even the first time, you would have did it the same way.
No, I wouldn't have, because I could have. I could have. I
Okay.
could have. Um,
Mhm.
but it was just all of the offenses lining up. And then we have to go back to season one, where I was very reserved. I took a lot of lies being put on me. People talking about I'm snorting dope behind the dumpster, this, that, all this type of stuff. So, baby, pressure bust pipes, and I had already told production I wasn't playing with nobody this season. You not finna, we're not even
So
gonna do
some
it.
of this is spilling over from
Yes,
last season.
yes,
Now, is that
yes.
fair?
Well, I think it is fair, because if you watch a person and you watch what they've been through, then you say, okay, well, I'm not gonna go there and try her. I'm not gonna go.
Mm.
So that's another thing. People be jumping on a platform you ain't even watch. You don't know what then went down, what a person then been through. You know, and so even though it may be looked at as unfair, I would say that it would be fair for me. If it's a girl who went through what I went through, my marriage, all that bloggers trying to get me divorced and all this and that, if they saw that trauma, and well, if I saw that trauma, a girl going through that, and I came on and I wanted to give her a hard time or whatever, inflict more trauma on her, and she blew up on me, then that's what I get.
Kwanzaa, during the situation, I did see you go over to Chastity and try to console her and talk to her and tell her, uh, uh um, give her some shoulder to lean on and things like that. Do you think that it was harsh in how everything was approached with Chastity yourself, Kwanzaa?
I mean, everybody look at stuff different. I mean, everybody got an opinion. Everybody gonna say what they got to say or whatever. And like I was telling for Ma'Niyia anyway, when we was sitting there before it's all blowed up, just calm down, just talk to her, tell her how you feel, all that stuff, and get it over with. But what she said, that would make her blow up. So okay, all hands was up.
N-
And then I went
Now,
over there to console her because we still have to be on the show together. And ain't gonna do nothing but accumulate more problems and keep on
Because
going.
Teddy, I did try. I did try to talk to her
okay.
nicely, but she flipped off. Oh well, that was long winded, and all this gay shit. And when I heard the gay shit, that's when
That's
I
what
That's
knew
triggered
that's what
you.
I
triggered
lost
it.
it.
That's what once she said gay shit, that's when you lost it.
Yeah. Now that's what she
Lost
lost
it
because I was in
because
the background talking
we
to
ain't
her.
gonna do that. You're not gonna undermine me and act like you over me. Um,
Yeah,
so
once she said gay shit, all bets were off for you. You
yeah,
had to
yeah,
lost
that's
it.
when I did, and I felt bad because I cried the next day. Because that's not how I want to portray myself. But if need be, I haven't forgotten how to, and I know how to fight real good. So I was prepared for whatever. But
Cause that next
um
day you came over here talking about you as a Southern Belle Christian woman, and you don't act like that. And I looked at my screen. I said, I know she ain't just come up in here talking about I'm a Christian woman. I don't act like
and
that.
I
I said,
am, and I
baby,
am.
you was about almost in the windmilling in the middle of the parking lot. I say, Lord, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do?
That's okay. He turned over the tables. I just, I ain't here. That,
Now, let me ask you this. The same way you told me you got trauma from season one because people was doing you wrong, wouldn't Chastity be able to say the same thing next season if somebody? Why
She can,
not?
she
She
can't.
why?
Because first of all, um, she can't say it because she inflicted the trauma on herself. I never bothered Nicole. Nicole started bothering me because
But
I didn't like
Chastity
her
and Nicole
music.
are two different people.
Huh?
Chastity and Nicole are two different people.
Yeah, so I'm saying the trauma that I got, I didn't ask for that. I didn't go bothering that girl, telling Greg stuff about her. Well, I hate her music or this or that. I let how I felt be known right there on the scene. She the one who had a problem with that. I didn't like the song, so she started picking with me. Chastity, I never did nothing to her, maybe because I showed up and production called me there at they scene when she had a problem the first time. And that's why I was there. She said something about that, about me wondering why they problem ended so quick. It wasn't production called me. I had better
I
things to
told you
do than to be there.
production be
So no,
starting all the
she
drama.
inflicted the trauma on herself. I didn't do nothing to her but what she asked for.
Do you still have a problem with Chastity?
I don't have a problem with her, but me and that person, we don't have a future.
Kwanzaa, you were able to get over your issues with her. I don't know where y'all was at. I thought y'all was at a Chinese restaurant. I didn't know where y'all was at.
We
But
was
y'all
at
was
a, we was at a that was the seafood place.
okay. And y'all kind of got over y'all, I guess.
We it wasn't never no problem because I
Right.
had
That's
said
why
what
I
I
said
had
it wasn't
said.
like a real big thing. Yeah.
I had told her that we're not in high school. I mean we're not gonna raise our hand. I mean we just gonna speak. If you see we talking loud, you talk loud too. I mean you just got to shoot toughen up, and that was it. I said what I had to say, and then just got it over with.
I often find that it's just some people that's just not in them. For example, I got people. My family is real loud. They real loud. They real boy. They will cuss you out. They will fight you. They will do all of the things. But even with us having a big, big family and us doing all of that, I still have people in my family that are very quiet, reserved. They not gonna be the they not gonna do all of that. And you would think they wasn't even in our family. They born and raised in the same family I am, went through the same experiences, and that's just not who they are. So I think that, like you say, people are different, they react different, they have different ways of, you know, getting to it. I just hope, Ma'Niyia, that as we are being a Southern Belle Christian woman,
hmm To those
that
who allow me to be.
right. But what I want you to do is next time, um, I think you can handle it a little differently. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's like I said, take somebody to the side and say, "Hey, baby, let me talk to you for a second. Before this get blown up and everybody out here, let's have a one on." Because sometimes I used to do that a lot of times. If I had a bad, if you ever teach, here's the secret. If you ever become a teacher in your life, right? Whenever you have a bad student, you never embarrass the bad student in front of the class.
hmm
You don't try to read them. You don't try to embarrass them. First thing you say to the bad student, see me outside. Because kind of a lot of times, once you get them away from the eyes and putting on the show, things change. You can have a much more diplomatic conversation. And so, what I'm saying is, maybe even if you feel like I ain't like how she was handling this, or she had to said it too many times, it could have been for the camera, or it could have been for the people. and you can remove that. Be like, bitch, I ain't finna give you what you want. You want to have a show in front of these people? Let's go over here and talk to the side. And
I
now I can
I think that
remove.
takes you probably have a lot of patience like that because you're
Hmm.
saying that maybe you might be a
Hmm.
teacher. I'm not a teacher.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying
I'm
that you
not
are.
there to teach grown
You be ready,
people
but
how to act around others. And also, I'm not cutting you, but what you said about the family thing, you know, if it's a ghetto scene, your bullshit family members, they probably not gonna show up. So if you know what a reality show, you know what type of people, why are you here? She
so you
said that she
said she knew
wasn't a
what she
missing
signed up
girl.
for.
Why it? But what are we to do? Are we to make a space for you? All hail Queen Chastity. Everybody be quiet and let's see what she think. That it don't work like that. It'll never work like that for me. Never. No
I
matter
got
how
you.
sanctified, Christianfied I get. Everybody have to get in,
Where they fit
talk.
in.
Let's have fun. Let's be adults. Let's not try to be the center of attention.
Okay. All right. I got you. I feel like. I feel like. I think it's like you said. There's no future there. I think y'all just have differences, and long as you can be in the same room and not beat each other down, I think that's the adult way to deal with that.
Yeah, we can. We can.
Now, this is for both of y'all. I feel like, and y'all gonna disagree with me. I don't care. When y'all had that scene with D and his boyfriend, I didn't like that scene.
Why?
You want to know why? Because, and I don't think it's y'all fault. I blame D. Because for me, if I'm there with my boyfriend, maybe you're not gonna ask me all these questions about what me and my boyfriend got going on. Matter of fact, I'm the type you at no, you don't need to ask them nothing. I got all
Okay,
of it.
I
And
mean
I'm
he.
probably gonna do like this. I'm gonna tell my boyfriend if he has hey, but let me talk. Mm-mm. Before he get to see y'all, when we go in here, you say hi and bye, and that's it. You sit your ass down. You be quiet. We on camera. Mm-mm. Cause I know how the girls give it up. The girls, if you give them an inch, they gonna keep asking another question. And so for me, I was kind of like, I wanted Darian to be like, no. And so he could, and the boyfriend was like, okay, well, let me answer something. I was like, oh, they really getting into their stuff. Y'all
I
didn't feel that way.
no, I feel like they comfortable who they is, and they are more open with what they got going on. So and then they are secure because they've been together, a little while. So they're comfortable. They don't care.
I
I
blame
hear
it on
you.
age. I said that it's and that's my reason for asking the questions. Because I was very intrigued. At that time, they said that they had been together 6 months. That was both of they, I think, first time
Are
Hmm.
they
being
still
in
they're
a
still
gay
together now, aren't
relationship.
they?
So
They
I
is.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I was very
I saw them at
intrigued.
the GDR. So I knew they was, they had been together for a little minute. Yeah. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I was intrigued just to see, what's going on with the young folks now and how y'all, just getting together and being
I
together.
just
I
be
know
scary
how
as
things
hell.
was back in the day when you would have a boyfriend. Folks will be at him, baby. They'll be trying to get him, riding all around
I'm
your
trying
house
to
and
tell you.
everything.
And you
Everything. They
know
Um,
it.
good every
but
right
I
y'all
just
on
wanted to
Facebook,
kind of know
Snapchat.
have
Listen, and
times
you notice
changed
on
or
this coming on the show, people in DMs and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Baby,
everything.
listen. Mm-mm. Baby, I'm real protective about mine. Me and mine, nah, boo, don't go over there. Don't ask her no question. No, 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 no. Because Ma'Niyia, somebody look at your husband wrong, you going to be ready to slice bitches. I think you're on mute, Ma'Niyia, or I lost your audio. Somebody called you?
Somebody call. She got to go down and come back
Yeah.
up.
Ma'Niyia, go out and come back up. Ma'Niyia, you hear me?
You ain't gonna ready. She ain't ready to hear you either.
Go out and come back. Yeah, she can't hear me. Go out and come back. Oh boy. Let me go. Yeah, you got to go out and come back. Go out and come back.
Type it at the bottom. You can't type it at the bottom in
I
the
can type
comments.
it. Yeah, I can. Let me put it on the screen for her. Hold on.
She said okay. I just read her
Okay.
lips.
All right, good.
No, you got to go all the way out.
All the way out. Okay, there she goes. She got it. But I just, I was when I was looking at that episode, I was like, oh, I was so scared because I know how these girls are. They'll be in the comment section and people DMs and stuff like that.
But see,
And
they gonna take a lot because they don't know him. They did his name wasn't listed or anything. They was gonna take a lot to search this
can you hear
man.
us now,
Man,
Mania?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
it was gonna take a lot for them to search
Girl,
this
these girls
man.
become
Man,
FBI agents and CIA investigators and stuff. You know
you
how these
right.
girls are?
You right. You right.
They
They'll
are
find some shit.
diabolical.
They'll find some shit before you were leaving.
Mhm. These girls, and they like the docs, and
Hmm.
that's a young good. I like when the young people can be together and stay together and have a
Yes,
good
me too.
relationship. And so I want to see more because we only got one real scene with the two of them together just by themselves, and I'm like I want to see more scenes with the two of them because so many times on this show on these shows you rarely get to see a couple interaction and especially a young couple like that. So I think that production, if you're still watching, I think that will be a great addition to things that we can watch on this show. I think that would be good. Well, I guess we got to get to this party. That was the last episode.
It
Mm,
is.
hmm
No,
Now
it's
I
not. I
know.
think we got two more.
No, I'm saying I know it's the last episode we saw was episode 7, and it
Mhm.
ended with. Now they say a lot happened after, and we'll see on the next episode a lot more. But let me talk to you, Ma'Niyia Adams Dove. You can't be putting your hands on people,
Who did I put my hands on?
Cedric.
Cedric put his hands in my face.
But you can't put your hands on people.
You cannot put your hands in my face
I
because if
got you.
you do, I'm going to push you up out of my way, especially when I'm leaving. I'm trying to avoid violence, and you want to get your moment and start coming up to me, pointing at me, no, I'm not that girl to let you do that to me.
You're not gonna take no L's for nobody. Nobody.
If I can help it, not saying that I'm the baddest person in the world, but I don't pick with people. I am easy to get along regardless of what people think. Once, you get to know me, as long
Hmm.
as you don't come with no foolishness, we could be the best of buddies. So it's unfortunate that that situation happened, but like I said, I was getting up to leave.
I think it was a combination of a bunch of things: alcohol involved, people drunk, people birthdays, and all. I'm sure they had plenty
Gossip,
of shots.
people having plans to that how the thing was gonna play out,
Now
and
let me ask you this: did you get a email from production saying you got to come to this scene? Because you kept saying I don't want to come to this whole shit anyway.
we was on the phone and production said, "Not, please, come." That's the only reason why I
Well,
can.
I
Now,
figured it seemed that way because
one thing
you
about it,
said
I
in your
try to do what production asked me to do.
no, I know that.
Um,
And so I had already said, I said, now Mania done said about 2 or 3 times she didn't want to be at this whole shit. So I said, oh, she got that call sheet that said, bring your ass to this trip. I mean, to this birthday party. Kwanzaa,
Hmm.
do you think that how do you think that the altercation at the party could have been avoided? Or could it have been avoided?
I don't think it could have been avoided because when I walk into the room, the atmosphere shifted when we came in. When we came in, first of all, I was saying something about it was too hot or cold. I can't remember which one. And the other, his friend, go tell me it's his air conditioner. He can keep whatever he can keep it on. And I'm like, what? Where they come in at? I'm not even talking to your bloated ass. I'm talking to the birthday boy. And then I had made another comment. I said something about the liquor or something weird, and she was like, something is in the refrigerator, but I'm still not talking to you. So that's when I go and I try to change it up. That's when I started calling her friend. Friend, when she had the bottle at first, she would pass around. I said, friend, come bring me a shot. I was, just calling her to shift it a little bit, for the
Hmm.
like, okay, we gonna go on to get this done and over with before we can get up out the door.
But it was already a
It was
when y'all came
already,
in, they
it's like it was
already.
already put together, planned because how things were going. If we're here recording and we're here doing this and you at the party, why your friends are not participating as well? For one, they should, even though they know that you're doing a scene and it's your birthday, I still want the friends and everybody participating because we're in a party. This is a group settings.
Who came? It was y'all two and Trina. Did Trina come?
Yes, Trina did come with us.
So with the three of y'all.
And then
Okay.
if you look in the video, they made eye contact. The friend and the Cedric, they made, eye contact when they came into the when we came in the door.
Hmm. What I see your what you want to say, but I already see, baby. You got this smile on your face, like girl. Let me just tell it. What tell it,
You
girl?
know,
Tell it.
Cedric, he's a liar.
Oh, he's a
Um,
liar. Why do you call him a liar?
he's a liar because he even everything that happened. He even told me after the battle was over, honey. He told me that he whispered in my ear, and production is my witness. Production saw him because he ain't dropped that camera. Um, he
Hmm.
told me that it was set up. This, I think this was set up. I don't know. I can't remember. I believe he said that production set it up. But regardless of the fact, we had a three-way, me, him, and production, and he said that he never said that, right? Then and there. Production saw him when he whispered in my ear. I'm not finna lie. And I told him right on the phone, said, you did say that. You did say it. So he's a liar. He did talk about me to, I don't know about everybody else, but he talked about me to his friends. He gave them the bad taste that they had in their mouth for me when I walked through the door. You could just, like Kwanzaa said, you could feel the vibe. It was so awkward.
So what you're
And
saying is
they were
production.
very displeasing to be around, very rude.
So let me add one and one and get two. Okay. So here's what we got going on. We need another scene. Production could have very well have said, because here's the deal. Production didn't force these people to go to your party. I'm just saying.
I
So
really, I really don't think it was forced.
I'm not
I
gonna say
think really
force.
she
I'm
did
not
it
gonna say
because
force.
I really think she did it because the production said she did it. If she really,
Yeah, if I was really, I didn't have a problem like that going, because I live for a good scene now and putting on my good garments. Um, so any chance I get to do that, I can come. But I knew when he said that Cedric was having a part. Okay, I know Cedric real friends are gonna be there. So I know that this is a chance for a person to get their shine on. So that's why I was telling production, I don't think it's a good idea if I go. I really don't want to go. Production was like, not, calm down. Now, whether production knew that, hey,
Because you gotta think, if you know y'all two don't like each other, right? And when he said, "Okay, I need you to go," Cedric
well,
knew you
it
were
was supposed
coming.
to not have been no bad blood. Me and Cedric actually had a sit down
So
after.
before this, you and Cedric were good.
yeah.
Yeah, before this,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
before this,
That
it was
changes
really
things.
no bad blood between us. Besides him saying, that season one was boring. That was, and we
And
talked
that was
about
it.
that problem at the club. Me and him had a one on one, to ourselves, and
Now wait
I
a minute.
was thinking
Now
that we
wait a
was
minute.
okay.
Now hold on, Ma'Niyia. Now hold on. Wait a minute. Now wait a minute, Ma'Niyia. We just talked about this, right? You just reminded me because I had forgot that you took Cedric off by himself and had a whole good conversation. Why you couldn't do that with Chastity?
Well, first of all, Cedric asked me to come to the side.
Oh, okay. That
I'm
wasn't
not
you.
pulling nobody
That
to
wasn't
the
your
side
thing.
because I don't care like that.
Would you have gone to the side if Chastity had asked you to go to the
I
side?
would have. And
Okay,
she
okay.
did. We did. Guess what? Go to the side afterwards. And
Afterwards,
we both
okay.
was she was crying, I was crying. But see, you should have did that from the get-go.
And why we
Instead of
didn't see
trying
that
to find
on
something
camera?
wrong with me.
Why we didn't see that on camera?
You have to ask production.
That would have been a good thing to see, because that changes a lot. Whatever. Anyway, so do you think that? So you all think that both you and Quanta, y'all think that before y'all came, Cedric knew that y'all were coming and may
Yes, he
have
do.
told
He
his friends.
everybody already knew it was something going on. Who not gonna come and who going to come?
Right? No, I'm saying y'all think that he may have said something negative to his friends about you all before y'all
Oh,
got
I
there.
ain't gonna say me. I'm gonna say Benaya. And why I
Okay.
said that because the little altercation and stuff they got going on had going on at first. And if I got a friend and I'm on the show, I'm gonna anybody go tell their friends what's going on, what
Mhm.
happened, or tell them to watch the show or this. Even though if he might not been told them, they looked at the show. They looked at it. So they already got a taste in their mouth that fucked up. So they was waiting any time for her to get wrong or say something wrong, and then you jumping up. Because that little push, it was a push, but it wasn't like a aggressive push for real, for real.
But when people drunk, your senses already, heightened and any little thing.
I don't even think he was drunk. I don't think he even drank that much. He wasn't even drunk.
Oh,
Now they was too busy trying to get everybody else drunk for the setup.
oh, oh,
They was taking the bottle around a lot, and I know I was tipsy. I was tipsy
interesting.
and alert.
So I think it could have been. I don't think anybody intended to fight anybody. I think that it was a perfect storm of situations that went on. I don't think that Cedric went there that day and said, "Oh, I'm finna fight Ma'Niyia today. That's finna be my scene." I do not think that that was the case.
No, I don't think that, but I think it was. I'm finna get her together today. I'm finna humble her. She thinks she did. She thinks she the queen and the mother
I
of the
can
show.
accept
I'm,
that,
I'm
especially.
finna
I mean,
humble her.
that was his
That's what it
birthday
was,
too.
and that's why he said, "D, sit. I'm finna get." You ain't never spoke above a whisper around us, And all of a sudden, D, you yelling at D, and see, D's a different person because I would have turned around. Wait, you ain't finna be yelling at me. You can ask me to sit down. But the way, so it was just he had
You
his
think he was
back
trying
up
to show
there.
out for his friends?
Yes.
Hmm. How about you, Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa? Oh, she might have got a call. Um, interesting. This is very interesting. Interesting. Have y'all done a reunion?
We have not. We're
Or is there going to
ready
be
to
a
do it
reunion?
in a couple of weeks.
But this been like 1,000 years ago. I'm so mad with Greg because he had you on this scene talk about, yeah, because I'm gonna do stuff different in 2025, and we all the way in damn 2026. He got you on here talking about. I'm like, Greg, this was over a year ago. We in 2026, and you got this girl over here talking about what she gonna do in 2025. We already in 2026.
You have to blame production, honey.
Lord, child. Production like to see a good fight. Remember they had that carrying on with old boy throwing couches and statues and shit. They love a good fight.
Uh-huh.
You had the other one with Real House of Music, where they was throwing the ladders at each other and shit. It's always some carrying on. You had Malik over there beating down Ty in the car.
Oh, good.
I'm noticing
That was a
something,
Mindy.
production. Remember Apollo got his ass whooped at the reunion for season 1? Baby
And
production, wait a minute. We're
And nails
noticing
were
a
going
trend here.
everywhere, man.
We're noticing a trend here, production. You loves you a good fight.
You know,
Okay,
producer B.
Remember
this.
Chrissy and who Chrissy fought somebody on the first episode of Real Life Music season 2. They was on the ground. Was that oh what's my girl name? Oh, who always get into it with J Dot?
Kwanzaa, not but Karma.
Karma. It
Mm-hmm.
was Karma and Chrissy over there getting it in.
Carmen fight everybody.
Yeah, Karma do be fight.
Um,
Karma,
You
she
better not
she
bring
wants
her.
to.
Karma don't be playing.
Good. Let me be quiet for she come fight
But me
me.
and her get
Okay, you
along
know
great. The
Karma be
times
ready
that we've
to
been around each
fight.
other, she's sweet. I think she's misunderstood.
Karma be ready to fight. Cause remember that time she was ready to go off on Ty and Ty Mama, they was in the studio and Ty Mama had to come and talk to her like, baby, what's going on? It's not that. No, no, no. Ain't none of that happening. Remember she was ready to fight in the studio. Baby, I can't do all
I
that.
probably made the episode.
Hmm. But you know, Greg love a good fight. Apparently, you notice I done called out by 6 fights already. I ain't even called out
And
all the
it's
ones.
some in the future.
That,
That he got going on on these
mhm.
new shows.
I know he do. You know he love him a good fight.
Uh,
Greg ain't gonna be happy till they start beating him up. He gonna be
They
oh
over there
tried.
Lord.
They tried on one of them.
catching strays and stuff.
Apollo tried
I remember when Apollo tried it that one time.
to push Drake all the way over to the other
He
side of the
sure did push
room.
Greg. I said, Greg, I said it on my review. Remember, he had to went in there and took a bump, and they tried to make me feel like I was dumb. And I saw the little white stuff on the boy note. I said, y'all stop playing with me. I know a crackhead when I see one.
Mm.
I grew up across the street from 2 crack houses. I know a basehead and a crackhead when I see one.
It was some kind of head.
We done had some shit with these shows, Greg, and I'd have been here for all of them. What do you all want to and this is for both y'all, I ask y'all separately. What do you want to clear up that people may see on the episode that you say that's just not me? Or you might say, no, that is me. They ain't telling no lie. You know, they ain't edited no type of way. That is who I am. That's what it is. Anything you want to clear up that that you may say it's just the way it's edited, it may be showing you in not the best light.
Everything that you seen, that's me
Okay.
every day.
Because I'm gonna say this, Ma'Niyia, had I known that you and Chastity had a private conversation to the side and y'all, I that changes the whole way I look at that scene because it seemed like, baby, you just was going off on her. And I could kind of see why she might say you're a bully based on the way that scene played out. But you provided me with that additional information, has me look at that scene differently than it came across watching it, you know?
Hmm.
yeah. Um, Despite what people think about me, I am not hard to get along with. I'm not mean. Um, and I am a Southern Christian woman. Uh, but at the end of the day, you know, God is yet working on me. Um, I was ashamed of my actions, but I would do it all over again because don't play with me. I'm not gonna play with nobody. If I'm gonna be your friend, I'm gonna be your friend. I ain't come to look for your flaws. Um, that's just that. I'm a genuine person and I operate in grace. But over 3 times, like they say in baseball, you out. So that's just me. I'm a very nice person and I can get along with all the dogs. I love the dogs who love me.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, I I want to offer you. Well, thank you all for coming up here and being gracious. See, I told you it wasn't gonna be that rough. We done been on here almost an hour already. But I know we have a few more episodes, so I do want to offer you all the same thing I tell everybody. If something comes up and you just want to be able to come up on this platform and be able to say, let me tell the real side of the story. It could be something you don't have to set it up with Greg. You could just hit me up. You have my Instagram, and say, "Hey, El Teddy, can I come up? I would really like to talk about what happened because what you seeing is not what happened, or there's more context to that I would love to be able to share." And you always have this platform if you feel that you would like to do that, and we'll come up here and we'll talk about it.
Well,
Uh,
it'll tell that they just blocked me from Instagram when I logged on your thing.
how they block you?
Child, I don't know.
Girl, let me look. Instagram, I don't, be getting on my damn nerves anyway. Cause hold on, let me see. Cause I sent you a message, right?
I seen it in opening. This how it, went on the link or
Yeah,
whatever.
cause now
But
it says,
I'm blocked. The chat didn't block me.
oh, Instagram did. Cause I was like, I didn't.
Yes, yes, Instagram did. You
Oh,
did.
yeah, cause I see it just say Instagram user.
Yeah, they blocked me. Time I logged on.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
Oh
I'm
well.
saying, I said the same thing. God, they're the stick in the cat. They the block.
Mm. Well, you know how to get in contact with me, y'all.
Hmm.
Um, do y'all have anything y'all want to ask me? I always give people the chance to ask me any questions.
So you enjoy what you do.
I absolutely enjoy what I do.
Okay, it's just a question,
I absolutely enjoy what I do. If I didn't enjoy it, I would not be doing it.
because you've been doing it quite a little while.
hmm And I do, I kind of shifted with the new president and everything. um I shifted and I do a lot more politics now because I know black people, we need to be informed, and I like to be able to give people politics in a way that they can digest it. It's not as like but it's in a way where you can know what's happening. We can have fun, we can laugh, we can joke, but we can still understand the seriousness and how to help each other get through everything that we dealing with. Because y'all over there with Governor Mima, Governor Thick Tongue, that
Uh
Liz
huh.
Dion over there, she's the
She my
only
governor.
Well, you
person
know
She my
over
what?
governor.
Despite me not liking her, I would rather her stay in the governor's mansion than we have
Tommy Tuberville.
candidate, and he's such a joke and making the just the black community look like a joke. Um and I don't know where this man come from, but I actually hear that he got support and he might actually have a chance, and it's scary.
Who,
Uh,
Tommy Tuberville?
Uh-uh.
the pastor,
The
whatever
pastor.
his name is.
His not. I can't get it out, but he a pastor.
He
Yeah,
black?
he
Yeah, he
yes,
black.
you didn't hear about the whole pickle thing where he's supposed to been in the
Is he a
hotel and the
Republican?
pickle was on had boo boo on the condom.
It was he
They call
is
him
he a
pickle booty.
black Republican?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look him up now that y'all tell me that. Oh, girl, I like to do like profiles of all of the candidates for each state,
Oh yeah,
and
he
I
running.
did. Wait a
Baby, he
minute.
talking about having twerk Tuesday at the governor's
Hold
mansion.
on, hold on.
Uh,
I think
everything.
I know who you talk about because uh uh um I did do Alabama. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. I think I still got my notes. Is it oh God, it was a guy.
I can't think
Uh
of his name right now.
It's something brown.
it's something Brown.
So his last name is Brown.
Okay. I don't think that's the guy.
I don't even feel like.
Oh, I know who you talk about. No, oh, I know exactly who you talk about. Oh, I know who
He
y'all talk
could
about.
possibly be gay,
Yes.
allegedly.
He is
Yes, Jamel.
Jamel
Yes.
Brown. Yep.
Jamel Brown. Is that the one where him and the wife went to go and had a little sex or something? They had the whole scandal.
Well, I didn't even know he had a wife.
He
Yeah.
supposed to stuck a
Oh, I
pickle up
think
in
I
his
did
butt.
something on him a few years ago, but yeah, I know exactly who you talk about now. He don't have
But
to go through
how he
this.
running? How he got all this support he got? He might get it.
I don't think he is on the he on the Democrat side. They're gonna get that to Doug Jones.
I don't
Remember
think.
Doug Jones was the senator of
Yeah.
Alabama? They're gonna give it to him. That's who gonna get it.
I hope
Mhm.
so. I hope so.
Yeah, they ain't gonna give it to the not in no Alabama. That black man ain't getting no.
And you on Facebook getting wigs installed and twerking.
And then over there smoking, getting choked up.
hmm Yeah, that's the one where the wife caught him and they drove over to I think Tennessee or something, Memphis or something like that.
Mhm.
And found him and it was a whole situation. Even though he looked like he liked to get his back cracked, but that's a whole different situation too.
Cranked off, cranked
Damn.
more than me.
Child. Anyway, but yeah, so that's what I do. I like to make sure that black people are informed about what's going because there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I have to tell people they already doing it in Florida and it's gonna start in other states. I have friends that are like HIV positive, and Florida just cut off tens of thousands of people from their HIV medication. They changed
Oh my
ADAP.
goodness.
And now they say in order to get ADAP, you have to make less than $20,000 a year. Ain't nobody making less than 20,000. So I have a lot of friends.
So how you gonna survive with
Exactly.
$20,000 a year?
But
That's
the other point
crazy.
is you got to they I have friends now that they're telling me they have to pay for their HIV medications out of pocket. And those things cost like my friend said his cost like $3,600 a month. He don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to kill people out. They really trying to kill us out here. I mean, I take prep, but I take injections. But if they told me I had to stop, I guess I have to go back to, other ways. But still, I just think that they're really trying to do us bad out here. They trying to kill us. They doing all kinds of stuff to try to take us out of here. They don't care about us. So I try to keep us informed so we can see stuff ahead of time. My I got an uncle just found out he don't got no more food stamps. He didn't know all that stuff was going on, and then he tried to use the food stamp card. Didn't know he got cut off yesterday. They cut a bunch of people off of food stamps yesterday.
I
Almost
hope
two
they don't
million
cut
people.
mine. I need man.
They cut almost 2 million people out of food
Oh
stamps.
wow.
Mm-hmm. Because they say if you could get a job, then you need to go get one. Get off food stamps.
Oh.
That can't work.
Anyway, but yes, y'all anytime y'all need to come up here and talk to me, I'm gonna be here. Maybe Greg will invite me to the reunion. When the reunion?
He
If it's
should let you host it. He don't need to host
Greg don't never let me host nothing. He always trying to host. He be trying to catch him a little fling. Greg. Greg
Greg, the host of everything, the photographer,
it.
everything.
everything,
Yeah, he
everything.
need to do just like the other shows. Have somebody
Greg be the
else.
host of every Greg be trying to find him a little hottie and then he'll put them on the show. He'll wear them out.
But it's February the 21st.
And the
This
Oh.
kids gonna be over.
What color y'all wearing? Red again?
mm-mm.
Oh,
Black.
y'all can't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell.
But that outfit better be sickening.
Ooh,
Off
I
in
know
this
me
one.
and my sister, we gonna come on through, honey. We gonna let the kids have.
We gonna stomp the yard.
Okay.
God. Well, listen, thank y'all for coming up here. We about to get up out of here, y'all, and go backstage and talk for a little bit. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal present and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged. They're much appreciated. I put Kwanzaa and Ma'Niya's Instagram in the description box, but now Kwanzaa say her Instagram gone.
It
So
gone.
you have other ways for people to find you, Kwanzaa?
Yes, on Facebook, Kwanzaa Alexander with the ED on the end of Alexander.
Okay. And Ma'Niya, you have any other ways? I only had your Instagram. You have any other ways for people to find you?
Um, and my Facebook is Ma'Niyia Adams Dub.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Well, listen, y'all, those are the ways for you to find them. We're gonna be watching. We will be watching. We will be watching, and we're gonna have some stuff to say about it. That's all I got for y'all, everybody. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.
Huh. And
Oh,
make
go ahead.
sure that y'all tune in tonight at 9:30 to watch episode
Well,
8.
episode 8 is tonight.
Isn't
The
it,
link,
Kwanzaa?
I can't lie.
the
I think
link to
it's
the
tonight
channel
at
is in the
9:30.
description
I
box.
think so. It supposed to be last night, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna be tonight. I
I
think I
thought it was
saw
Tuesday
something
night.
saying
Oh,
that
I
it's
don't know. You could be
tonight.
right. You probably.
It might be. I don't know. I gotta go back and look.
But the link to Real Life Reality is also in the description box. So go down there, click on Real Life Reality, subscribe, and put the notification bell so you know when it's coming out. And there's that. Thank you for that, Kwanzaa, because I'm sure gonna be watching. No, that wasn't Kwanzaa. That was Ma'Niyia.
But that was
Thank you for that,
Minari.
Ma'Niyia.
You
I'm
welcome.
gonna be watching. But that's all we got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out of here. We love y'all.